name's Mike. His name's Lee. I'll introduce him for you. We're Prose.
That'll do.
Don't talk, Lee.
I describe our sound in 3 words as hip-hop meets indie.
So our highlights from 2018 are definitely playing main stage Park Life. We opened main stage at Why Not Festival. And we released a single, which is A City United, with the Manchester Survivors Choir.
It was a couple of days after the Manchester attacks. We wrote a song, and we do write about personal stuff, and it touched us, it touched everyone. So we wrote a song, and we was unsure about putting it out, and we put it on Facebook, and it got a lot of love. It was good. And then like 8 months later, we were busking, helping our friend out who cuts hair with the homeless, and we was busking, and the mayor, Andy Burnham, actually seen us busking, playing the tune, and asked us would we release the tune and raise money for the families involved. So we said yeah. Andy Burnham then tweeted about it, and the Manchester Survivors Choir, which had formed from that event in like solidarity, they asked us could they jump on the track with us. So then like the track became like theirs as well. It was it was really
it was an important thing for us to do. It was a proud thing for us to do as well, and seeing like the response that it got, and even just meeting the choir and stuff, and hearing their stories and stuff, and seeing them sing the words that we wrote and the song that we wrote, it was a proud moment. Yeah, it was a proud moment. Yeah. Reaction to See Me Like This has been great, actually. We put the video out before the actual release of the song, so we put the video out to kind of test the waters, and then released it officially on like Spotify and iTunes a good few months later. But straight away from putting it out, yeah, the reaction was really good, man. We had a lot of love from the track. A lot of people that could relate to the track, and that saying that it helped them, and they've took something from it. And yeah, it was quite personal to me. It's like one of the most personal things I've ever wrote. It was about my kind of conflict with my father passing away, where we were quite estranged, and it was like,
and you having children of your own.
Yeah, me having children of my own, and you know, him not being there for me, but still him dying was still a bit hard for me to kind of grasp more about the things we didn't do rather than what we did do. And so yeah, no, it was a personal track to me, so it was an important one for me to put out as well, but quite nerve-wracking at the same time. But the response we got kind of was good, yeah, so it kind of helped. We've got loads of new music. We're always in the studio creating and things like that. So after this EP comes out, we're just going to stop being so precious with it and just start putting it out and giving it back to the fans.
Yeah. A tour is on the cards. We've got 4 dates so far booked in March. We've got London, Brighton, Glasgow and Manchester.
Not got Brighton at all.
Is it Bristol? Oh, sorry, Bristol. Yeah.
No one go to Brighton.
Yeah. Bristol, London, Bristol, Glasgow, Manchester. Manchester's the big one. We're playing with the Camerata Orchestra, who they do the Hacienda Classics. So we're going to have a full band, electric guitar, drums, and 9 orchestra players. They also Manchester
did strings on the EP as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like to celebrate the EP coming out, but we kind of was a bit late with the EP. So once that comes out, we've got the tour.
We've built a good relationship with the Manchester Camerata Orchestra, so hopefully that continues, and one day there'll be 30, 40 players playing with us.
Mm-hmm. Probably doing the live shows, doing gigs, and is my favourite part of being in Prose.
The first big gig where everyone's singing all your songs back, that was like the proudest moment. Is like, we've created, because you're always creating stuff, and you've got friends, family, and your early fans that like it. But then it got to a point where we did one gig at Ruby Lounge about 2-3 years ago, and everyone's singing all the lyrics, even the raps, and we couldn't stop. That was a proud realization of.
I think it was coming out on stage and seeing new faces, because you do so many. When you start off, you do all these gigs, and like you see the same people, which is great. It's like the same people coming to the gigs and stuff, and then new faces come in, and then we did that Ruby Lounge gig.
We didn't know anybody in the audience.
And it was just, I mean, we did, but like it was just seeing new faces as well, and they were all singing the songs. So it was like, I just remember being on stage, like we were just looking at each other like, "Oh, this is crazy."
Yeah.
So I think that's got to be. I love creating and writing music.
People are singing and coming along to the gig and singing along.
That direct appreciation kind of thing. It's the best. Probably just working with Lee.
Dealing with the highs and the lows and trying to keep level-headed throughout, because there are highs and lows in daily life. But we've lost a band member the past year. And we've changed management.
He just left the band. He didn't die.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, it sounds hard, doesn't it? And just try to keep belief throughout it all. Like you're doing something creative and hopefully unique, and you just
just sticking with it and being consistent, and even through the low points when nothing much is happening and you're anxious to be doing things, is just like you say, stay level
and
headed.
then not getting carried away with the high points neither.
The main thing is just turning up. If you just show up and just, you know what I mean, even just showing up to the studio every day, things happen and things move, and it's just keeping on going until you get that big break. I'd say the dream is got to be a world tour.
Yeah, Grammy albums,
plural.
Yeah,
a big house on a farm.
Yeah, farm mansion, world tour.
Farm
mansion, world tour, and Grammy album recognition.
And
because I think everyone's a bit different now the way music is with the album, but there's one hit wonders and a song, but it's like a body of work. It was always like being appreciated for like a body of work. I think just going around the world as well is the main thing.
Yeah, just traveling, seeing the world just from what you've created in this little room here. Do you know what I mean?
And we've travelled quite a lot in the past 2-3 years, haven't we? Around this country and abroad that we never had. So continuing travelling with music.
The advice I'd give him is just, one, don't stop creating, just keep writing and keep making the music, and two, put it out. You can't get anywhere unless people hear it. So
it's being brave enough to put it out and not be critical. I think you should be creative and then put it out there and let other people criticise it or love it. Your job really should be done in the creative part and being brave. I'm going to write this, I wrote this, and then putting it out there.
Yeah, it's not up to you to be the critic. You know what I mean? It's you just, if you make it and you like it, even at the time.
Yeah.
Because there's been loads of times we'll make a song and come back a week later and be like, wait, what did we make here? Do you know what I mean? But it can go two ways. You can end up loving that song. We've got songs on the album where I didn't even want to finish. Caravan, it's our most popular song, and when we got to the studio, the actual process of recording the album, everyone was like, "You need to finish this song. You need to finish this song." And I was like, I literally couldn't see where it was gonna go or what was gonna do, and I was like, right,
track, innit?
Yeah, and I was like, right, I'll go and finish it. So I literally went away, finished the song, come back, recorded it. It's our most popular song, and B, it's my favourite song on the album now. So you just never know, do you know what I mean? You just have to ride through them.
There's loads of great like session musicians and there's loads of great bedroom musicians, but you need to put your stuff out there. I think just put it out, put it on SoundCloud or Spotify, and let the world hear your stuff. And if you put it out regularly, everyone can go anywhere really.
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to put it out, and might not get listened to. You put out another one, might not get listened to, and then it grows, and people will start listening if you put enough out. Do you know what I mean?